Good morning. Happy Sunday. Let's see if I can get even the basic beginning of this video right. There have been some redos. So today, actually, I've got a couple of rituals that I wanted to do. Mostly petitions here, because that's really what I'm asking for. The things that are a little bit more complicated, that have nuances. And I also wanted to highlight how I'm using basically Helios for two of these three candles. The other is for King Paimon. I had a request a week ago, but from a friend of mine that needs to get into one of two universities that they really want to get into. One's pretty prestigious where they live, and so yeah, I thought, hey, it's not going to hurt. And now they are actually doing the work themselves too, and have a friend who's walked that process for the most prestigious of the two. So therefore, I mean, they're working things on their end too. So give a little boost. King Paimon, obviously part of the arts and sciences here, and there's a lot of bureaucracy in this particular place, and I'd rather he also help with that too, right? So, but he's got, it's kind of Helios is also helping with this, and Helios is to help shine, largely to help make her application shine when she goes to apply for these universities. King Paimon to help with the learning, the bureaucracy, the getting things done. So the two of them seemed amenable to work together towards this goal. They're going to approach it differently. I can feel that. So that's how we're going to roll with that one. You'll find that I use Helios a lot for illumination, but the candle on the far right is actually for some healing here. That's to both help with the healing and to help illuminate what some of these problems are, because a lot of times, there aren't simple solutions in simple tests for complex problems when you start talking about medical stuff, right? I mean, unless it has some very specific markers that they can track with tests they're willing to do, then it can be it can be hard to get some kind of diagnosis or relief. So a lot of times I'll use Helios for something like that, because he's really good at illuminating problems, and he's good for healing. I mean, there are the 12 faces of Helios that you can call on any of those aspects. And so the healing one would be Amekara Nevechio Thao, which I'm sure I butchered completely. That's close enough. Sometimes if I want a very, very specific part of Helios, then I will call that, such as the phrase I said before. That's the serpent healing aspect of Helios. So, Dave, I've already asked what incense they would also like. The candles are charged, but they're charged at different rates. Rate isn't the right word. They have different levels of charge in them, and part of that has to deal with, okay, is the candle going to be oiled? Not going to be oiled? Is there going to be blood on it? Like when I was charging the candle, King Paimon said, kind of gave me an indication to pause, and so I did. And he said, "Are you going to blood it?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll blood it." And so then he's, all right, well then that's enough. So there we go. Helios did not want oiled candles this time. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Fine. I mean, it's their call, not mine. So we'll be using out of all my oils, the King Paimon said Shining Veil oil would be good, so that is what I'm going to use. They went ahead and picked out their incense, and since I had already done this, basically what I said was, all right, you know what I have, and either guide me toward it or show me a picture of it or let me know when I look on it. So here we have, both of these are hem incenses. This is Sandal King. That's all that Helios requested this time for both pieces, for the two different jobs. Isn't the right word. Two different requests, and then we have Chandan for King Paimon. I have no idea what Shandon is. I don't really have to. I just have to burn the incense, right? Keep it simple. And then here at the bottom, this is actually from my working with the 76-week Goetia. And this was for King Paimon. I have a tendency to make 2 of these, and I keep one in the book where I can see it. But then if I feel I should, I make one and I put it underneath my bed to influence the dream side of things. And I accidentally forgot this underneath my bed, so now I have to blood it and offer it to King Paimon. So lots of birds, lots of, might as well just make a video to get it all out of the way, right? So here it is. All right, so first I'm going to I need to blood the sigil. I need to blood his candle, and then oil the candle. So I'll blood the paper first, because once I start blooding the candle and put oil on the candle, the oil will then get onto the paper, and therefore separate things. I mean, honestly, it shouldn't matter, but now, I have blooded Helios' candles before. No, I suppose you can't see it while I'm doing it up here where I normally do. All right, take a look at that. All right. I have blooded his stuff before. He'll accept it. If I do it, he'll accept it, right? He doesn't typically ask for it, though. I mean, some people like to make. I mean, I've given blood to archangels before. And they'll accept it, but they usually don't request it. So some people get all bent out of shape about stuff like that. Large doesn't matter. No, they don't do it. They're divine, holy. Because some book told you so. Okay. Yeah, we're still in that phase. All right, got that. These are the 3-hour. Basically the Jewish candles, Shabbos candles. So these are for, when they aren't using electricity and stuff like that. The wicks have a tendency to, I actually kind of like them. The wicks have a tendency to have trouble lighting in the beginning, though. So it usually putters out a bit and then comes back. All right, there we go. But I still like them. I got these off of Amazon. They burn for 3 hours. I mean, compared to the number of candles I'll go through with, one of these massive workings, I typically I won't use these for that, because I've only got 6 holders with them, something like that, of these. All right, that out of the way. It's good. Hail to you, my Lord Helios, and thank you for helping illuminate the replication and guiding them through the process. Thank you. And thank you again, my Lord Helios, for helping illuminate this person's medical issues that are going on, and for helping provide the healing that you were willing to do. Thank you. All right. And I like to, when I'm doing something like this, I like to light the incense, and so you can see over here, so it doesn't like to start. And that's just about every single one of them, so it's not personal. Okay. slider's on its last damn leg. All right. Oh, here we go. Let's grab that one. All right, let me close this window. All right, now I typically make the payment at the time I get the okay that they want the gig, but this has actually been for several days, probably about a week actually. So, and if you're doing a petition and they know you're going to pay, then they typically, when you pay, can be a little bit in flux because they know I'm good for it. Just like I expect them to do the work, they expect me to pay, and that's the way that goes. So, but I wanted to at least highlight that why I'm using Helios for a couple different things, both which illumination for both times, but healing a bit different. And the timing didn't quite feel right to record that until this morning when I woke up. So I'm like, okay, here it is. So, here we go. This was my original burn bowl. The other one's sitting over there, but I mean, this isn't gonna, don't quite need it. This was a stainless steel cat dish I bought at Walmart in Hawaii. Served me well. Hail to you, King Paimon, and thank you for the lessons I was given during my week with you in 76-week Goetia. So there we go. Turn on my ventilation. Now that the candles are going, I'll move these candles over because I don't want the wind to cause it to just kind of heat up. Because then I got to use the bowl to melt the resultant pieces. All right, I know, not terribly exciting, but it is terribly important. Both of them are. So, hail to you, King Paimon, and thank you. Hail to you, Helios, and I thank you too.